In this video, we're going to be going over the newest patch coming to SMITE Neo Olympia. Now, this is a kind of a big patch, but a lot of it is skins. We have a lot of skins. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12 skins, including 2 masteries for horse and set, so 14 if you include them. And then we have a lot of changes to the game modes. I think every game mode has a change. Assault, Arena, Conquest, Conquest Ranked, Clash, Joust, Duel, so everything's getting changed here. We have a lot of item changes and stuff, so fairly big patch, but we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So the new skins, first we have Power Surge Oelix.
We're gonna take down the creator of the most dangerous weapons in history. Business as usual.
Business as usual. All right, Warmaker Vulcan.
Insane, wild, dangerous. Well, I guess they're about to find out that I am all of the things they called me, and more.
I'm guessing all 3 of these right here are a part of the same. So, oh yeah, Neo Olympia Battle Pass. So the new Battle Pass, because they all kind of have the same vibe, except for this one here. Warmaker Cerberus. That looks fantastic. I don't even know what that was. No voice pack?
Operation CRBRS states that Olympus is the enemy. Directive is to seek and destroy.
That's different. Just turn Cerberus, a 3-headed dog, into a giant 3-headed robot. I love it. Data Dealer Daji, or Data, depending on where you're at. Alright, so no voice pack for
A
that.
primitive,
There we go.
backwards world where I can't use my tech? Guess I'm gonna have to improvise.
And then Cove Queen Nuwa. Now this will be the Battle for Olympus number 3, so...
Sea Guardians, prepare for conflict! Hostiles have just breached the perimeter of Atlantis.
I think that's the new bundle coming for that, because it's same with the Howler Demon Hunbats, as well as a Unichrome set. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh, let's get
I will extinguish all the light from their innocent little souls!
I like that skin, but it feels like we've seen that skin a lot in Smite. This, however, we only have one like this, being Chiron's, and even that isn't really close to us.
I'll be your hero. You know you can always believe in me.
That is fantastic. I cannot wait to see that in game. Luminous Bastet. That's unique.
Weird clothes, strange language. Who are these people? Why have they come here?
When I first saw it, I thought it was Artemis at first, because I just assumed that was Tusky, but it is not. Touchdown of Amon.
Hey, don't worry. I got the big money plays. Trust me.
I'm really interested in how they make this skin work. What does Touchdown of Amon have to, like, what's football? Like, I really want to see this in game, because this could be really bad or really good. Freedom Overload Poseidon. Oh boy, Raw America has a partner.
I want you to join my team, Team America!
Sashimi Nico Bacchus. I probably said that wrong.
My quest is to find the biggest, tastiest, most legendary fish in all the lands, and then eat it.
These skins are fantastic. This might be one of my favorite patches for skins yet. Pendragon King Arthur.
A knight such as myself is always looking for more work. What do you have in mind?
Although with all the skins that are here, you better hit some of them out of the park. And then, of course, Horus and Set just get their mastery skins. So, May 29th, we'll have the Neo Olympia Battle Pass coming. The Battle Pass... for Battle for Olympus number 3 as well. The first week of June, we'll get the extraterrestrial chest. The second week will be the rightful heir chest, and third week is the independent chest. So these are some fixes to the gods. I'm not going to really go over them in detail because they're just bug fixes, but if you want to pause them, you can. So Rat, Arachne, Cupid getting some, Fenrir, Neith, King Arthur, Morgan, Scylla, Sylvanas, and then some more bug fixes here. Again, you can pause that and go over them if you want. Project Olympus. Godlike Chest will no longer provide team boosters unless the player owns everything else. Now has a larger pool of exclusive skins. The Triumphant and Enigma Chest updated contents to make sure all recent God emotes were included. Increase the duration of text chat and VGS text on screen from 3 seconds to 10 seconds. Fantastic change. Love that. Cucullin, Berserk, fix an issue. Okay, so these are bug fixes, I guess. Before the transfers, it would delay. You should now transform immediately after the ability animation is over. Fixed more issues, fixed an issue. Furious Charged added a small knockback at the end of this ability to help prevent situations where Cucullin would move past the enemy at the end. So I guess just another bug fix. Working on issues fixed with the Cucullin. We noticed the ability icon animation for abilities that can be leveled up versus channeling abilities were very similar. This was apparent with Cucullin due to the Berserk state, Vent Anger, constantly channeling for the entire duration. General ability icons. In order to provide more additional UI clarity, we have made the following changes. The ability level up animation has been slowed down slightly and has a more pronounced gold hue. This should help contrast versus the challenging ability animation, which is a rapid pulse with a white hue. The console level up animation now has a gold border around the ability icons. This was already the case for PC. So for the game modes, now this is the ones that I'm interested in because I haven't read any of this yet. Assault, seeing more balance changes around the new Vital Orb objective. Previously, Assault had too much tower camping. That's all it was tower camping. But now it continues to show that it is too snowbally. The design team continues to look for that perfect middle ground. Okay, so we're just gonna get into it. There are no longer a ledge for the fountain. It is now sits flush with the ground. Players can now walk back onto the fountain, but regen and buying capabilities still follow the same rules. Vital Orbs decrease the number of orbs that can spawn on the map from 6 to 4 and relocated 2 of that 4 that remain. Orb spawn locations are one in the center of the map near the lane, one in the center of the map on the side path, one in between Order Teams Tier 1 and Tier 2, and then one between Chaos's Tier 1 and Tier 2. All orbs now spawn at 60 seconds regardless of if any towers are destroyed, and Baron Samedi now counts as a healer for this mode. Arena objectives were updated in 6.1, adding a dose of nostalgia and mythology to the map. The Minotaur increased health per minute from 20 to 150, and then the increased the physical power from 50 to 125, increased the physical power per minute from 0 to 40. We want the Minotaurs to feel more like real objectives so that their health and attack power be increased. We are pairing those changes with the very common community. Okay, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Decrease the crowd sound FX volume, decreased volume of the Minotaur spawn and death sounds, and then decrease the portal sounds. For Conquest, they enhanced Fire Giant will now appear 30 minutes into the game, up from 25, and reduce the bonus physical and magical power that Fire Giant gains when it becomes enhanced from 20 to 10. The Primal Fury buff now provides 7% reduced damage from the jungle camps and jungle bosses, and it fixed an issue where the buff was not increasing damage against the jungle bosses. For Ranked Conquest, increased the MMR difference between players allowed for duo queue. It used to be 200, is now 300 for players below the Diamond Ranked, and if you're above Diamond Rank, it used to be 50 and is now 100. Also fixed an issue where players' MMR would change too quickly in their first few matches after a soft reset. Clash Balance. The mode has also some general buff camps. I'm just kind of skimming through to see, but there is a lot of changes here. The blue buff camps in the center of the map have been changed to red buff camps. These camps now enhance at 10 minutes, not 5. Jungle Monster Balance. The enhanced blue buff holder, his basic attack is now melee. Decrease the base health from 1250 to 850. Decrease the physical protection from 30 to 20, the magical from 30 to 10, and his physical power from 65 to 42. The enhanced blue mini is also now melee and gets his health per level decreased from 65 to 25. The enhanced red buff holder decreased base health again from 1250 to 850. Actually the exact same things as the blue buff. He gets the same stat declines. Same thing for the mini buff, 65 to 55, except it doesn't go to melee like the blue buff does. The Apophis, the effect now deals true damage instead of physical damage. Updated the visual effects of this effect. Now restores 0.8% of your maximum health every second. 4% HP 5 now restores 0.4% of your maximum mana every second, or 2% MP 5. The Veil of Apophis, this effect now deals true damage instead of physical damage, same thing. updated the visual effects, and then again, same thing with the health percentage and mana percentage. For Joust, I'm actually going to read this one because, never mind, they didn't make any major changes. Adjusted the Bull Demon King so that he continues to move and attack more smoothly. This should make him much more harder to kite. Increased XP gain from small tigers from 50 to 75 XP per tiger, 100 to 150 for the entire camp. And the turtle, which is the blue buff, now use melee attacks. Yeah, so nothing major there. Duel, which is just ranked 1v1. Titans in Duel now deal 50% damage to enemy players, the gods only. They still deal normal damage to minions. They decrease the Titan HP for Duel only by 25%. Percent numbers are relative to the Joust, or relative to the normal Joust Titan stats. Inherits these changes from Joust. Adjust the Bull Demon King so that he continues to move and attack more smoothly. Okay, so they just did the same thing from Joust is now on Duel as well with the Bull Demon changes in addition to these two. Jungle Practice also gets some changes. So they literally changed everything including Jungle Practice. Players queuing together can now pick duplicate gods. I actually didn't know that you couldn't do that, but I never played Jungle Practice with multiple people, so players now move much faster while in the fountain. Okay, so that's cool. Siege, same issue with the Bull Demon was occurring on Siege. So adjusted the Wild Juggernaut so that he continues to move more smoothly and make him harder to kite, so same thing. Shifter's Shield, okay. Change the percentage threshold for its effects. While over 75%, which is up from 50, you gain 35 physical power and 35 physical and magical protection. So Light Blade decreased the attack speed from 15 to 10%, now provides 5 physical power. Morningstar now provides 5 mana per 5, increased cost from 550 to 600. Charged Morningstar increased the mana per 5 from 4 to 7. And then Transcendence mana per 5 from 6 to 10. So that whole tree is getting a little bit of buffs there, aside from the cost increase, of course. Heartseeker increased mana per 5 from 7 to 10. Hydra Star now provides 7 mana per 5, and Hydra's Lament now provides 10 mana per 5. So again, same thing, getting those buffs to the mana. Gods, Achilles decreased his basic attack range from 16 to 12. His Radiant Glory decreased the power percentage buff. Used to be 10 to 20%, is now 10 to 14%, so a little bit less late game. Combat, well, and kind of mid game too. Combat Dodge decreased the physical power scaling from 50% to 40%. So all around nerfs to Achilles. Amaterasu's dazzling offensive increased damage per strike from 75 to 275 is now 95 to 275. So a little bit more early game. Aphrodite, a lot of changes there. I'm interested in this one. Increased the movement speed of her when you have your kiss. Used to be 4 to 20 is now 8 to 20. So more early game there with the movement speed, and increase the bonus damage. Used to be 4 to 20 is now 8 to 20. Back Off now always applies the 25% slow, and Lovebirds gets a decreased cooldown. Used to be 16 to 12 seconds is now just a flat 12 seconds. So some pretty good changes for Aphrodite there. Baron Samedi increased the base mana from 250 to 300. Bellona, her Scourge, decreased the healing. Used to be 30 to 50, is now 25 to 45, so just 5 off for every rank. Cabrakan increased his base mana per level. Used to be 34, is now 38. Tremors decreased the mana cost. It used to be 15 to 35, is now 10 to 30. So what they did is they just took 5 off of every one. 5 off of every one. Chang'e increased her base mana from 290 to 310, and then her base mana per level from 43 to 48. Her Moonflower Dance also gets an increased damage. Used to scale from 65 to 165, is now 85 to 185. Hell gets an increased her base health from 380 to 410. And her Decay and Restoration has a decreased mana cost from 70 to 290, is now 55 to 75. Horus getting some major, well, actually a lot of these are just bug fixes. fixes some issues where his basic attack was benefiting from lifesteal more than intended, his basic attack was not slowing, and this ability would crit when the projectile reaches max range. That's all for Updraft. Fracture improved audio feedback for the follow-up hit. Protector's Surge, this ability now properly classified as a leap. Fixed an issue with this ability would sometimes fail to heal, and fixed an issue with his To the Sky. So literally no buffs or nerfs, it's just all bug fixes. King Arthur Steadfast reduced the bonus energy generation from 25% per stack to 20%, 80% down to 100% at max stacks. Calibur's Wrath, or in Sundering Strike, the sword now glows a distinct color when at 35 and 80 energy, I guess to allow clarify kind of where you're at. And Radiate decreased the Merlin Radiate decreased damage, scaling from 35% to 30% per tick. Frostbolt decreased the base damage, used to be 60 to 220, is now 60 to 200, a little bit less late game. Dragonfire, the protection reduction on this ability now only applies to enemy gods and will not affect minions. Poseidon's Tidal Surge has a decreased mana cost, used to be 60 to 100, is now 60 to 80. Whirlpool, same thing, 60 to 100, 60 to 80. Set, are these all bug fixes? Probably. Fix an issue where this ability was slow. The slow from Skewer should now properly count for Runeforged Hammer, bonuses on future attacks. No longer be target CC immune. The spawns are now visible to set through walls. Okay, so there is a change. The timer is more visible and is a different color from the spawner itself. Sandstorm, the targeter for selecting a spawn is now more accurate. Kingslayer increased the healing from 30 to 90, is now 45 to 105. So we actually do have a change. Wow, okay, so Xbalanque, a lot of information, but just all they did, the Darkest of the Nights. This ability no longer stuns gods who are moving at the end of this effect. Okay, that is a big change. Adjusted audio of this effect to help players be aware of the change. Huh. I'm curious to see what they said on this. For the final balance of the adjustment this patch, we have a controversial change. Xbalanque has been overperforming at all levels of play, including normal, ranked, and competitive. His ultimate brings a unique aspect to the game. It deals no direct damage, yet dramatically impacts a team fight through confusion. I don't know. I think that was a big part of it though, because like it wasn't that hard either. Like if you got used to it, you could time it perfectly and basically never have to stop moving. Just stop moving for like 0.1 seconds and you're good. So I don't know. Perhaps the most neat effect of this ability is the CC at the end. We discussed potential solutions, visual treatment, the stun simply removed, counterplay options, forcing players to run as a lack of information and inability to react to burst with their movement skills made it too risky to stay forward against a team. With this adjustment, we are giving counterplay options against this ultimate, assuming they can battle the muscle memory that tells them to stop moving. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe make it last a little longer than... I just think that's a little too drastic, but that's my opinion. That is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe for more content like this. I will link these patch notes in the description if you want to read over them yourself. And then throughout the night, I will be uploading all of these skins once the PTS is live. And there's a lot, so there will be a lot of videos coming out tonight, guys. And that is it. Thank you for watching.